These memes like एक श्रद्धा मनो श्रद्धा deserve करता है, मोदी जी को बोलो इसको national crush घोषित कर दे and what not they're writing. But I also could feel that Vidhu sir's faith in me was very strong. This one time get a message from Vidhu sir, Vidya Balan wants to speak to you, and I'm like, what? She had just watched the film and she was so kind, and she told me that she loved my performance, and she said, I'm looking forward to what you do next, I'm so happy for you. I used to think I'm a very focused person, which I am, but when I met Vikrant and I saw him on set, I realized how much more focused this person is. Every mom thinks that her son is Shah Rukh Khan and her daughter is Aishwarya Rai. My mom felt the same. When you come from a different city and you have no such background from the film, it almost seems impossible. Hi, this is Medha Shankar and you're watching me on midday.com.
Well, if we stick to the trend, the movie as it is a big hit, and so she is the star that we have today with us. The time that I saw her in the movie, all I could say was so elegant, so beautiful, just looking like a wow. We have Medha Shankar joining us today at Midday today. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Surabhi. Thank you.
First basic question, how do you feel right now?
Very, very grateful, very happy to be receiving the kind of love and praise that's coming our way for the film and for me. So yeah, grateful.
Right. But just when I was doing my research, Beecham House 2019, Dil Bekara 2021, Shadistan in 21 again, and 12th Fail. There's a gap in all these, but I could go through one of your interviews where you've spoken about it. I think that was Beyond, right? And you mentioned that, you went through the rejections and everything, you've come your way through coming up with Vidhu Vinod Chopra movie now. It's a big, big hit. My first question to you would be on that basis, how has the restart been like for you?
There have been many, many restart moments in my life. So I don't come from a film background. I come from Delhi. I have done my masters and whatnot. So for me to have the courage to, after doing my masters, come to Bombay was a big restart moment. Then coming to Bombay and starting this journey of wanting to becoming an actor is, I think every day you're faced with so many rejections, like it's countless. So I think every single day it's a restart, but I would say my life has really restarted after this film, after Vidhu sir believed in me that I could play this part, and so there are many restart moments, but I would say this film and the film success has been a big, big restart moment for me.
I could see it on your face that you just got that smile, and it seems that you're so happy with everything that's going on, and it's so natural to have that feeling, Tell us the whole story about how did the movie come up and how did you say yes to it? Did you audition for it? The whole story.
So I got a call from a casting agency saying this is happening, come and audition. So I auditioned, and back then I didn't know too much about the film. I auditioned, it was a long audition, two important scenes happened, and then I went back home, and then I got a call from them after a week or 10 days saying Vidhu Vinod Chopra sir wants to screen test you personally, and I was like, that sounds great, okay, no pressure, all cool. And then on 9th of February I remember it was the first time I was meeting Vidhu sir and Vikrant and the entire team at his office for the screen test, and it was a long screen test because 2 major scenes were being done. And
could you tell us which scenes were there?
So one was the library scene. Where it's kind of the first time
where you go to meet him
to the library where he's working, and it's a conversation. It's the first time they're meeting and they're awkward and all of that. And then there's another scene where she says, "I love you, Manoj." There's an intense "Duniya palat do." So that scene, both these scenes were much longer during the screen test. We did that, and so I could tell that sir is very happy. Because sir is very transparent like that. If he likes him, you can see it.
Visible on his face.
Yeah, very visible. He's also not trying to conceal it so much. so I could tell that it's gone really well, and sir was very vocal about it also. He said, listen, this is very good, and we'll call you for more screen tests, and we'll definitely call you for a photo shoot. And jokingly he said to me that, for Parineeta, we tested Vidya Balan 26 times. And I said, sir, you take 26,000 tests, I'm ready. Because in my head, I knew Vidhu sir is not easy to please, not easy to impress. And secondly, if somebody as incredible as Vidya Balan had to give 26 tests, so I was like, I'm ready for whatever it takes. So I went back home, and then a photo shoot happened, and after a month, because sir was traveling for work, when he came back, we did another screen test, and then in a week I was told that, and I have to tell you how it happened. He called me, sir called me, and he said, "Apne papa ko phone dijiye." And I was like, okay. And then we put it on speaker, and he told my dad that Mr. Shankar, aapki beti hamari film ki leading lady hai. And it was a very emotional moment for both me and my dad. So that's how it actually happened.
But is there a backstory behind it when you mentioned, because he did speak to your dad, he must have thought of something before doing that.
I don't know. I think it's just who he is. He's a very kind person, Vidhu sir, you know. Like, he could have easily told me that, you know, you're the leading lady, congratulations. But it's just the person that he is. I think he understands that when a child is working so hard to make their dreams come true, the parents are also working hard with them. So it's that much more special when you tell somebody's parent that, you know, your kid has made it. Congratulations. I think it's totally, the credit goes to him for doing what he did.
How was the experience like, you know, shooting with them, shooting with Vikrant, shooting with Vidhu, Vinod, Chopra sir, with that sort of a script, which is, like, for viewers it might seem like a very simple story, you know, it's about exams, you know, the struggle and the failure and the, you know, success that comes with that kind of a course or that kind of education that a person gets. But working on it on a personal level and acting for it, like, it's visible, it's not that easy, like, right? Like, you're playing a character who's preparing for these kind of exams. The kind of hard work these students have to do. Could you imagine yourself as a UPSC student and, like, do you think you could have been able to go through this and you could have done it, like?
So, you know, we have worked with real students. All these people in the classroom that you see, they're all UPSC aspirants, they're students. Okay. And after working with them and after working on this film so closely, understanding what these kids go through and how difficult this exam is, my respect for them has, I mean, it's increased multifold. Because, you know that UPSC is a difficult exam from afar, you understand, but the closer you go, you realize how difficult it is. And it's like a journey. It's not like you give an exam and you're done. Yeah. It's like pre and then mains and then interview. So, I mean, I don't think I could have cracked it. Even though I have to tell you, I was a very studious student. So my parents did think that I would either become a doctor or get into UPSC. But sorry, Papa, Mommy can't do it. I'm becoming an actor. So, but working with Vidhu sir and Vikrant has been an incredible journey. I mean, working with Vidhu sir, to have somebody as legendary as Vidhu sir have this unshakable faith in me since day one, and I must tell you that has happened because I know so many auditions were happening. When my audition happened and I had already given the screen test and I was told by sir that you're the front runner, I also knew that for the next 2-3 months multiple auditions were happening for the same character, but I also could feel that Vidhu sir's faith in me was very strong. And then working under his tutelage has been such a transforming experience for me as an actor because, you know, Vidhu sir is an absolute genius of a filmmaker, and we all know that. And he's a perfectionist of sorts. And when you work with somebody like that, he also demands a certain level of work from you. You can't just like go and do anything and then come back. He demands a certain level of work. So you have to be on your toes. You have to give your best. And when you can't give your best, he knows how to bring that out of you. So once you wrap the project, it's only after that you realize how much you've grown as an actor and as a person.
You did it.
You did it, and also like you pushed your boundaries and you come out of it as a better actor and as a better person. Because, you know, as a person, I say this time and again because Vidhu sir values certain virtues in a person very much. And he time and again would tell me, even off screen, whenever he would get, like after a scene, he would get a little emotional or something, he would call me, he's like, be this person, okay, don't change, be non-corrupt, be this person. And I was like, okay, I don't understand what you're trying to say, but I also kind of do. So, you know, in multiple ways, it's been very, I'm very grateful I got to do this with Vidhu sir because I've learned so much. And working with Vikrant, we all know he's one of the finest actors in the country. And just to be working alongside an actor of his caliber, when you work with somebody like that, the scene transcends the script and the acting bit, and it becomes something real and something beyond you've imagined. And that happened with us time and again in multiple scenes, and I've learned tremendously from him, especially I would say the kind of focus that he has as an actor. It's absolutely unwavering. And that's something I've learned from him, and I've told him also that. Because I used to think I'm a very focused person, which I am. But when I met Vikrant and I saw him on set, I realized how much more focused this person is.
if not acting, also because you've studied fashion and commerce, you think you really imagined yourself as an actor or something else?
I'll tell you honestly, growing up, because I was so far away from the industry, when you come from a different city and you have no such background from the film, it almost seems impossible. You don't even realize that it's even a possibility to become an actor. It's only much later in life that you feel that, okay, you know, I think I can do it, at least I should give it a try. So for me also, it happened pretty late in life. It was after graduation when I started modeling a little bit, when I did one short film, and I felt so at ease in front of the camera that I felt that there is something about this that comes sort of naturally to me, and this I'm drawn to it, and I should give it a try. There is something that connects on a deeper level, and that's why I told my parents that I want to do this. But I come from a very academically inclined family, so I had to complete my masters before I could go and do this. So I did my masters, and then I moved to Bombay, and once I came here there was no stopping it, because my love for this craft grew exponentially every single day, despite rejections, despite anything else. And I knew that, and every 2 years my dad would say, but you said 2 years may you'll go back and do this, your job. And I was like, yeah papa, just give me 2 more years. In my head I'm like, I will die in this city unless I become an actor. But I would, you know, just casually tell my dad, hi, okay. So I feel if not an actor, even then I would have been either a filmmaker or a writer or something, but I would be telling stories for sure.
Something in the creative
100%.
field. Like you mentioned, your father asked you, you know, tumhara 2 saal ho gaya kya? Something like that, right? So that, and when you see that character in the movie, even if not on the same lines, but it's a fight. What was that fight like for you?
Interesting question. It was a bit of a fight initially, because you know, when you come from a middle class family, they don't know anything about this industry. I didn't know anything about the industry. The only little bit you know is from television, and it's all bad. You know, it's portrayed as everything is bad and nothing
It's all
is good.
masala.
It's masala. They don't sell the real thing, right? So you're already very afraid कि पता नहीं क्या ही होता है यहाँ पे, right? And it's far from the truth in so many ways. So parents' का intention is protection, because they don't know this world, so they want to protect their kids. But I have to say, like, my mom and my brother are very supportive. You know how moms are. Every mom thinks that her son is Shah Rukh Khan and her daughter is Aishwarya Rai. My mom felt the same. My mom had started to prepare. I did one photo shoot with somebody, like a modeling this thing, and my mom had already started to plan ki, you know, I'll get somebody on board, they'll give you juices and they'll give you this, and I'm like, ki, why is she so excited? I've just started out, I'm not even good at this right now. But that's how moms are. So my mom and brother were very supportive. My father wasn't. So it took him some time, and then, but once he came on board and once he started to see how much of hard work I was putting into this when we came to Bombay, and how things started to happen slowly, he now is my biggest supporter in this journey.
How long has it been for you in Mumbai?
It's almost 6 years now.
And how has that been like?
It's been interesting, I would say. It's difficult, to say the least, because I think the first year, it just takes you at least a year to find your base. When you come from the outside, you don't even know where auditions happen, what is Aram Nagar, where to go, like nothing that. You know. Then you figure out, acha, there is a casting, there are these casting departments and this. So slowly you build your base. Slowly people start taking notice that, oh, she's a good actor, let's call her for bigger projects, let's call her for main parts. So slowly that starts to happen. Slowly you get projects. I started as a primary character.
Even advertisements.
Advertisements just never happened to me, I have to say. They have given me so much pain. And I used to treat this going for an audition like my day job, like 9 to 5. I used to be like, okay, everybody goes for a 9 to 5 job. This is my 9 to 5 job. Every day, 11 o'clock I'll leave and I'll come back by like 7:30, 8 at night. I'll give all auditions that are happening. But then it would never convert. I have given N number of ad auditions, and I remember 2019 end November 2019 I decided I will not give ad auditions, and since then I've not given one ad audition, even if because I think I was just angry. I was like, you know, I'm not wasting my energy and effort on this which is not converting. I might as well use all of that time to hone my craft as an actor and wait for the right projects and right auditions. So since 2019 I have not auditioned for a single ad.
And I'm sure, but you must be getting calls now.
Yeah, so but now calls are different.
Yeah.
Now calls are like, come, it's a meeting, it's this. So now it's become easier, but
Times have changed and you're enjoying it for sure.
yes, 100%.
You know, coming back to the movie from behind the scene or from the movie shooting experiences, share some anecdotes with us. Like fun moments or something you think that even if it's serious, but you would never forget, or something challenging for you, anything.
See, this film has been very emotionally challenging because if you've watched the film, you know it's an intense film. It was emotionally challenging for me as this character Shraddha. So all in all, there were many emotionally challenging parts, scenes that we've done. But I would share this one fun anecdote. So when we were doing that Dilli Haat scene, you remember where we're playing Truth and Dare and I start singing.
Yeah.
So, Vidhu sir has this really cute habit of giving 20 rupees to anybody who does an extraordinary job. Okay, on set. It could be an actor, it could be a light person, it could be a camera person. If you have done an extraordinary job, you get 20 rupees.
That's something.
Okay, he applauds for you and he gives you 20 rupees. And that's the standard. And that particular day, sir gave me, I sang and that scene happened, and then sir came and sir gave me 100 rupees that day. And it was a big thing because the standard was 20 and I got 100 rupees that day. And so for me, it's the best memory from set because I was so happy. In general, that was a very happy shoot day. It was a happy scene the entire day. And then I got 100 rupees. And then later, after the shoot, I wrote it down on a paper that Medha Shankar gets 100 rupees for her performance on this date for this shoot, and I got it signed by sir, and now I framed it and I'll put it in my on my wall. So it's a very special memory from me.
Right. Oh God, this is so sad. And I think even you have to give it to him. He did his research right as well. You sing, we know that, and even through your social media, I could say, you know, the I Dhadak. When it came out, you actually sang that it's one of your favorites at the point when you put that post.
Yeah, it's a very old post.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Nice research, huh, Surbi?
Thank you so much. But you know, coming to all of this, you know, the praises like you mentioned, Vidya Balan actually, you know, gave the audition for Parineeta 26 times. It's one of the best movies that we have.
She's one of the best actors.
Exactly. You know, she called you, right, after the movie. How was that like? Did you tell her that, you know, I got to hear this for Parineeta, and how was the conversation like?
Yeah, that's what I told her. So, because Vidya Balan is part of the VCF, you know, like that. So, all Vidhu sir's close friends, they watched the film before its release. So, Vidya ma'am also watched the film, and so I this one time get a message from Vidhu sir saying that, call me. And then I was like, okay. Sir ka message aaya, call. So I instantly called him. So yes sir, so you asked me to call you, what happened sir? And he's like, Vidya Balan wants to speak to you. And I'm like, what? And then she was sitting with him. She had just watched the film and she was so kind, and she was...
Video or audio?
No, audio. And she was so kind, and she told me that she loved my performance, and she was just basically praising my performance in the film, and she said, I'm looking forward to what you do next. I'm so happy for you and this, that. She was very kind, and before she could say anything, I only started saying, ki, ma'am, you have no idea what a big fan I am. And I like you said, that 26 tests wala anecdote, I told her, that's the first thing I told her, that this is what sir said, and in my head it was like, if Vidya Balan is being mentioned in my first screen test, it's a good omen for me. So it made me so happy that she called. And later at the success party also she was there, so I met her. She's a wonderful person, so kind.
In the movie, you're playing a character of a person who's a good person, right? In the movie, of course, that's what it is. I think even he had it in mind, you know, when before casting, that look, this fits right. But where do you see yourself as an actor in the coming future? Do you think you would try to play a negative role? So did you think of it by any chance even once, okay, I have done this, or maybe I would not want to think of this and I want to keep proceeding further and I want to do good work? Or is it like, you know, I hope people don't see me just like that?
Like you said, it's very important for me also as an actor that I keep pushing myself, because if you keep doing the same roles, then where's the fun, right? But I also feel that this is a character that's so deeply loved by people. Like you said, there are memes. What is that meme that's going on? Ek Shraddha to hum bhi deserve karte hain. It's become like a thing on Instagram. So I know that this character is deeply loved and it will be remembered for a long time. And I'm happy to do characters like that, because I think it's on some level I'm similar to this character on a deeper level, but at the same time I don't think that I'll get stereotyped, because I have done work in the past where I've played absolutely different, like on another extreme kind of roles. Like in Dil Bekarar, if you've seen, I'm playing a 17-year-old, this tomboyish mad girl, right? And this I shot like 1 year before I shot for this film. And there are other, I did Maxman and Miyazaki, where I'm playing this girl who has grey shades. She's not all pure, like, you know, not all, she's a human being. So I have done those parts also before, and I will continue to do that, because as an actor I just want to keep exploring different characters.
Maybe, you know, coming future mein, I would want to see you, like, I would want to see her in an absolutely negative role.
I would
That
love
would
to
be
do
something really interesting. Like for me, right now, Ranbir Kapoor is coming out with Animal.
Oh yeah.
So his character seems very different.
Yes.
Right? So he's done Shamshera and all, but somehow there's a different feeling about Animal. So this is the same kind of feeling. If I see her in a negative role, I would want to go and watch it, because I want to see how it works out.
Yeah, because you know, you look a certain way and then people start assuming you're just that, but then you have to push your I know what you mean, and it's always interesting when you break that look, you know, that, oh, she looks innocent, but oh, she can be a negative character. So I would love to do that, absolutely. And like you said, Animal, I'm really waiting for that film. It looks fantastic.
What are you working on next? We are all excited to know about it. Tell us everything.
There's nothing concrete as such. I've not said yes to anything, so I can't reveal. I can't speak at length about anything per se, but whenever that happens, I would definitely come out and speak about it. But I'm just hoping and praying that after this film and after this work that I've done in this film, I get to work with the kind of directors that I've always dreamed of working with. And get to do like interesting roles like this one.
You know, what about actors? Which actor would you really want to work with? Like, you know, I wish someday I get to work with this actor. Actresses.
I would love to work with Ranveer Singh. I think he's a great actor. Ranbir Kapoor, Kartik Aaryan. So many, there's so many good actors we have. Vicky Kaushal is so good. So many actors I would love.
Like you said, memes are coming out. Everybody should have one Shraddha. And it's so true when you enter. I was like, she does give that vibe. And, you know, any fan moment that you really remember, anybody who DM'd you or anything, any good memory of a fan?
Many, because that's what I'm telling you. On Instagram, the love is pouring from everywhere. There are stories everybody's posting every second day. Like, I can't even keep track. I try to repost as many stories as I can, but everybody is there. Like, some very cute things they're writing. Modi ji ko bolo isko national crush ghoshit kar de and whatnot they're writing. So like, they're damn cute, yaar. And these memes like ek Shraddha har mano Shraddha deserve karta hai, and this that. So I'm just very happy that people love this character so much. People loved me in the film so much, and I take this as a big compliment that they are giving me so much love. But yeah, I hope like I keep doing great work so that I am deserving of this love that I'm receiving.
Who was that first person you spoke to after the reviews of the movie came out? I was like, you know, this happened, now I've done it. You know, like you could have screamed on top of your voice, your lungs out, and you know, I've done it, like this has happened.
My dad. Yeah, because I was at home with my dad and my dog when the reviews started pouring in, and I was constantly on Google thinking, okay, what's going on, what everybody's written, and the reviews have come out they're just so kind. So yeah, I remember going to my father and telling him, see what people are writing, so they're so nice, they're so happy. So yeah, it was my dad that I spoke to, and then we hugged and we were very happy. So yeah, it was a good moment.
Well, you know, I think it's a good story end of the day, and it's a happy ending end of the day. Yes. Congratulations. It's a big success, and I hope you get all such successes more and more in the coming future.
Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. This was too much fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.